أعوذ بالله من الشيطان الرجيم. بسم الله الرحمن الرحيم. الله لا إله إلا هو الحي القيوم لا تأخذه سنة ولا نوم له ما في السماوات وما في الأرض من ذا الذي يشفع عنده إلا بإذنه يعلم ما بين أيديهم وما خلفهم ولا يحيطون بشيء من علمه إلا بما شاء وسع كرسيه السماوات والأرض ولا يؤوده حفظهما وهو العلي العظيم. صدق الله العظيم.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Ambassador Imran Ahmed Siddiqui, Additional Secretary, Asia Pacific Ministry of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Colonel Haji Kamal Basha, Chairman ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, and High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam, Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Chairman Board of Governors, Ambassador Sohail Mahmood, Director General ISSI, Heads of Mission States, ASEAN Mission States in Islamabad, and Heads of Missions in ASEAN Member States from Pakistan, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, Assalamu alaikum and very good morning. On behalf of Institute of Strategic Studies, Islamabad, I welcome all the distinguished guests who are here to commemorate 57th ASEAN Day and participate in roundtable discussion, Pakistan and ASEAN, a growing partnership. The partnership with ASEAN is a reflection of strong bilateral relationship with each of ASEAN states. Our formal association with ASEAN began in 1993 when Pakistan became a sectoral dialogue partner, enhancing cooperation in trade, industry, investment, and several other sectors. In 2004, Pakistan announced the Vision East Asia policy to further strengthen ties with East Asian nations, including ASEAN members. This policy demonstrates our commitment to regional integration and cooperation. Pakistan's aspiration to become a full dialogue partner in ASEAN is a testament to our dedication to fostering closer ties and contributing to region's stability and prosperity. Our active participation in ASEAN forums, such as ASEAN Regional Forum, ARF, since 2004 has allowed us to engage in meaningful dialogue and cooperation on security and political issues. Hosting ARF heads of defense universities and institutes meeting in 2001 highlights Pakistan's active engagement in and contribution within ASEAN forums. Trade and economic relations between Pakistan and ASEAN hold significant potential. In 2023, Pakistan's export to ASEAN reached $3 billion, reflecting the growing economic cooperation. Pakistan's strategic location offers vital transshipment opportunities for ASEAN exports, providing a crucial pathway to Central Asia. By facilitating regional connectivity between Central and South Asia with ASEAN nations, Pakistan can potentially enhance economic integration. Vast opportunities exist in socio-economic development, educational and cultural exchanges, tourism, and environmental initiatives that foster sustainable development and prosperity. Institute of Strategic Studies Islamabad has been at the forefront of promoting Pakistan-ASEAN relations. Last year, we established a first of its kind ASEAN Corner in ISSI Library, We plan to organize activities that raise awareness about ASEAN and its significance, strengthening formal trade ties and economic collaboration, and promote academic and research linkages as part of people-to-people contacts. These initiatives reflect our commitment to deepening Pakistan-ASEAN cooperation across diverse domains, including political, security, economic, and socio-cultural areas. The relationship between Pakistan and ASEAN has immense potential for growth and development. By fostering continuous dialogue, cooperation, and mutual understanding, we can further strengthen our relations and explore comprehensive collaboration across various domains. Together, we can build a prosperous and stable future for our regions. As we set to commemorate 57th ASEAN Day, we reaffirm our commitment to supporting its endeavors and strengthening our partnerships for mutual benefit of our people. May this ASEAN Day celebration further solidify the bonds of friendship and cooperation among all member states and partners. Ladies and gentlemen, with this, I would request Ambassador Sohail Mahmood, Director General of ISI, for his remarks. Ambassador Mahmood has 37 years of diplomatic experience, and he has been Pakistan's 30th Foreign Secretary. And prior to his assignment as Foreign Secretary, he was High Commissioner to India. Ambassador Sohail Mahmood.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Thank you, Dr. Talib Shabir. Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Chairman BOG ISSI. Ambassador Imran Ahmad Siddiqui, Additional Secretary, Asia Pacific, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Excellency Penigran Haji Kamal Basha, High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam and Chair ASEAN Committee in Islamabad. Excellencies, Heads of ASEAN Missions in Islamabad, Ambassadors, High Commissioners of Pakistan in ASEAN capitals, distinguished participants, Assalamu alaikum, and a very good morning. It is a real pleasure to welcome everyone to ISSI for this important event, commemorating the 57th anniversary of the establishment of ASEAN. We are delighted to partner with the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and the ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, the ACI, in organizing this roundtable. This celebration provides us an excellent opportunity to jointly focus on the growing partnership between Pakistan and ASEAN as well. At the outset, let me extend our special thanks to the ACI Chair, High Commissioner Ahmed, for his leadership and for all other ASEAN heads of missions and colleagues for their valuable contributions. Like our all overall relations, the ISSI-ACI collaboration is also flourishing, and we sincerely appreciate your part in this regard. We are equally delighted to have Ambassador Imran Ahmad Siddiqui, Additional Secretary Asia Pacific, for his wholehearted support on behalf of the Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ambassador Siddiqui's keen and sustained engagement in the Pakistan-ASEAN relationship is a source of strength for all of us who are deeply invested in it. I am also happy to welcome many of our Pakistani heads of missions in ASEAN capital joining us online. Their endeavors to further strengthen and enrich Pakistan-ASEAN relations are deeply valued. We look forward to hearing their views and suggestions also. To hear an academic's viewpoint, we have Mr. Faisal, who is an ISSI veteran and is currently pursuing his PhD studies in Australia. So welcome, Faisal, also. Distinguished participants, on 8th of August each year, member countries gather to celebrate the establishment of ASEAN. Throughout the ASEAN Day celebrations, they participate in activities to promote regional solidarity and showcase ASEAN's objectives and achievements. Member states also renew their political commitment at the highest levels to unite under the banner of one vision, one identity, and one caring and sharing community. As we commence our celebration, I wish everyone here a happy ASEAN Day, falling tomorrow, 8th of August. We will also cut the cake later to add more flavor to our proceedings today. Excellencies, dear colleagues, on the substantive side, I have basically 4 points to make. First, Pakistan fully recognizes the global salience of ASEAN. It is cognizant of the ASEAN miracle that has contributed immensely to peace, regional economic integration, and prosperity through effective regional cooperation in Southeast Asia over the past several decades. Today, with a combined population of 673 million people and a GDP of $3.67 trillion, ASEAN stands as one of the most influential regional blocs in international politics. ASEAN is already the fifth largest economy in the world and on track to become the fourth largest by 2050. Further, ASEAN is the leading destination for foreign direct investment and the most successful regional economic integration initiative in the entire developing world. In 2020, ASEAN took the far-reaching step of establishing the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, the RCEP. Despite the global economic slowdown induced by the COVID-19 pandemic and geostrategic headwinds marked by major power contestation, ASEAN has managed to keep its growth trajectory and maintain steadfast commitment to its core tenet of ASEAN centrality in the regional architecture. Such foresight and wisdom only goes to further increase ASEAN's agency as well as its strategic relevance. Pakistan appreciates this third way that ASEAN is carving for itself. Second, Pakistan desire to forge a closer relationship with ASEAN is driven by its conscious drive for foreign policy diversification as well as the imperatives of geoeconomics. Over the years, this desire was conceptualized as part of Vision East Asia. Evidently, it is now being further crystallized and fine-tuned to be in sync with the spirit and requirements of present times. As far back as 1993, Pakistan and ASEAN agreed to initiate a sectoral dialogue partnership. As such, Pakistan is ASEAN's oldest sectoral dialogue partner. This association was institutionalized through the establishment of the ASEAN-Pakistan Joint Sectoral Cooperation Committee, the APJSCC, which held its seventh meeting last September. Over the years, the scope of the sectoral dialogue has been expanded and many new layers of collaboration added to the edifice. Pakistan also acceded to the Treaty of Amity and Friendship in 2004 and became a member of the ASEAN Regional Forum, the ARF at the time. Ever since, the depth and breadth of Pakistan-ASEAN collaboration has gradually increased. Pakistan-ASEAN trade has expanded and reached nearly $11 billion in 2022. Counterterrorism and security cooperation has grown. Several development and capacity building projects completed with the support of ASEAN-Pakistan Cooperation Fund and people-to-people exchanges become deeper. Yet, it is distinctly felt on both sides that a vast potential still remains to be tapped in almost every domain, from political and diplomatic to trade and investment, and from security and defense to education and culture. My third point, it is essential to make accelerated progress with strong will and matching efforts on both sides. Pakistan is taking steps to upscale its overall engagement with ASEAN members at both bilateral and institutional levels. There are myriad avenues through which to enhance the hard and soft connectivity between the two sides. As ASEAN Secretary General recently emphasized, the priority focus has to be on implementation of the mutually agreed practical cooperation areas, the PCA, through projects and activities to substantiate and strengthen the ASEAN-Pakistan partnership. Exploring the potential of RCEP and establishing creative linkages with CPEC, the China-Pakistan Economic Corridor, especially its SEZs, is vitally important. Deeper engagement with the business community on these ventures is indispensable. Upgrading the relationship to the level of full dialogue partnership continues to be a distinct objective for Pakistan. Fourth and last, the ISSI remains committed to the objective of reinforcing efforts for a deeper and elevated Pakistan-ASEAN partnership. The ISSI ACI dialogue is part of that endeavor, and 2 rounds have already taken place. The ASEAN Corner, established last year at ISSI Library, is fulfilling a key function of raising public awareness and support for this crucial relationship. The next target is to complete our think tank network, and a substantial headway is being made in this regard. Going forward, the next issue of our Pivot magazine will specially cover ASEAN. To conclude, the enduring friendship between Pakistan and ASEAN nations offers a solid foundation to promote our shared commitment to regional stability, economic growth and prosperity, and mutual endeavors for peace and harmony in a world marked by conflict and polarization. May this friendship continue to grow and flourish. I thank you.
Thank you. Thank you, sir, for your very candid remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, now we'll have brief remarks by all the honorable ambassadors of ASEAN member states in Pakistan, and followed by brief remarks by Pakistan's ambassadors in ASEAN countries. I would now request His Excellency Kamal Basha, who is currently serving as High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam to Pakistan, and is also Chairman ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, to make his statement. Ambassador Kamal Basha.
Thank you, Dr. Talan. Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh. His Excellency Mr. Imran Siddiqui, Additional Secretary of Asia Pacific, Minister of Foreign Affairs. His Excellency Ambassador Suhail Mahmood, Director General of the ISSI. His Excellency Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Chairman of ISI. Excellencies, fellow ASEAN heads of mission, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. It is a great honor to welcome you all to this significant roundtable discussion in conjunction with the ASEAN Day 2024. As the current chairman of the ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, I'm delighted to see such as esteemed gathering of diplomats, scholars, and strategic thinkers from both ASEAN and member states and Pakistan. You present here underscore the importance of our ongoing dialogue and cooperation in this dynamic region. Tomorrow, 8th of August, inshallah, mark another important milestone for us as we commemorate the 57th anniversary of the Association of the Southeast ASEAN Nation, a community that has evolved from the modest beginning into a cohesive and vibrant regional bloc. ASEAN has always been guided by the principle of a collective peace, shared stability, and mutual respect, fostering a spirit of cooperation that extends well beyond our borders. Our journey is one of resilience, inclusivity, and a shared vision for prosperity, not only for the people of ASEAN, but of our global partners as well. The relationship between ASEAN and Pakistan is a testament to the power of regional collaboration. Over the years, our ties have been marked by growing trade, cultural exchanges, and mutual support in various international forums. Generation. With that, I thank you. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala barakatuh.
Thank you very much, Ambassador Kamal, for your remarks. I would now like to request His Excellency Muhammad Azhar Mazlan, High Commissioner of Malaysia, to make remarks.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi ta'ala wabarakatuh. First and foremost, thank you, Dr. Talant. His Excellency Ambassador Imran Ahmad Siddiqui, Additional Secretary of Asia Pacific, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Pakistan. His Excellency Ambassador Sohail Mahmood, Director General of ISSI. His Excellency Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Chairman Board of Governors of ISSI. His Excellency Colonel Pengiran Haji Kamal Bashar bin Pengiran Haji Ahmad, Chairman of ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, and the High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam to Pakistan, heads of ASEAN missions in Islamabad, ladies and gentlemen. First and foremost, I would like to express my gratitude on behalf of my government to the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, Pakistan, and also to the Institute of Strategic Studies in Pakistan for this event. It is a very significant event for ASEAN on the eve of our celebration, which is tomorrow, 57 years of anniversary of the foundation of ASEAN. And also in the month where Pakistan will be celebrating your 77th anniversary of Independence Day. So it is very befitting for us to be seated here today to reflect on our strength, on what we have achieved over the past years, and also for us to come up with ideas on how best can we approach the future together. And on that, allow me to briefly highlight ASEAN Charter, which was endorsed by all ASEAN member states in 2007. That is ASEAN centrality in regional cooperation, respect for territorial integrity, sovereignty, non-interference, and national identities, promotion of regional peace and peaceful dispute resolution, upholding human rights, social justice, and multilateral trade, encouraging regional trade integration, developing friendly relations with the UN and other international organizations. This principle, which was clearly noted, or rather which was clearly defined in ASEAN Charter back in 2007, is very much relevant today, as we are living in a very much turbulent world at the moment. And Malaysia is very much enthusiastic and encouraged by Pakistan cooperation with ASEAN at regional level cooperation, as well as at the bilateral level between Malaysia and Pakistan. Allow me to highlight here that Malaysia will be assuming the chair of ASEAN next year, 2015, under the leadership of our Prime Minister, Datuk Seri Anwar Ibrahim. We are very much steadfast to become the best host of ASEAN Summit 2025. With 257 high-level meetings already scheduled for next year until June 2025, involving national leaders, ministers, and officials. Malaysia aims to foster meaningful chairmanship by focusing on the pillars of security and politics, economy, and social cultural development. Malaysia is ready to harness the extensive network and diverse strength of ASEAN and its partners, including Pakistan, through collaborative efforts to ensure ASEAN collective potential is fully realized. We have been focusing on many analyses here with regards to Pakistan growth, and according to World Bank projection, Pakistan will be among the top 20 largest economies by the year 2050. However, success depends on Pakistan's, as we know, managing economic, climate, political, and social challenges. Malaysia is ever ready to collaborate with Pakistan for the mutual benefit of our two countries, as well as for the benefit of ASEAN member states. Malaysia is confident that Pakistan, given its positive outlook now, has great potential, as we both share historical ties and values. Potential to elevate bilateral relationship to a higher level. Currently, Malaysia and Pakistan, we are defined as strategic partners. And towards the end of this year, later part of this year, my Prime Minister is scheduled to undertake his first official visit to Pakistan. So I'm working closely with my friend here, Excellency Imran Siddiqui, to realize this visit and to harness the potential that we have between our two countries for the greater benefit of Malaysia and Pakistan, and obviously for the greater benefit of ASEAN member states as well. And on this ASEAN and Pakistan relation, let me touch a bit on this. ASEAN values its partnership with Pakistan and appreciate Pakistan's support for the ASEAN community. The partnership will lead to deeper engagements and cooperative across ASEAN three pillars: political, security, economic, and social cultural initiative. ASEAN-Pakistan cooperation spans various sectors, including trade, investment, agriculture, education, culture, tourism, capacity building, and technical cooperation. The ASEAN-Pakistan Free Trade Agreement, effective since 2013, highlights the strong economic ties between ASEAN and Pakistan. But in reality, we have not really realized the full potential that we have between Pakistan and ASEAN. The year 2022, we had a trade figure combined, ASEAN and Pakistan, of 11 billion US dollar. But in my view, this figure could be more. Given the strength of Pakistan in your agriculture sector, in your digital economy, and your CPEC development, and in our part of the region, we call it Belt Road Initiative. And these are the convergence that we can think of where we can harness this potential for the benefit of our region. And ASEAN economic potential, as highlighted by the earlier speaker, we have about 670 million base population. Pakistan with your 240 million young dynamic population. And ASEAN has a combined gross domestic product of $3 trillion. And these are the statistics that we can work on, and in terms of positivity and in terms of charting our policy together. But in my view, what we need to do is to educate our people, the labor force, and the middle income group, and also our leaders, to have a strong political will to continue with the policy of sustenance and continuity. Because we have been attending many anniversary, many birthday celebration, but at the end, it remains on paper, and it remains on the, video arcade of many institutes. But what we need to do now is to really realize the potential that we have. Enough with quote unquote the top shop. This is my personal view, but I think we can agree on that because if I see the potential between Malaysia and Pakistan is tremendous. You know, we have got about almost 200,000 diaspora Pakistani in Malaysia, earning a living in Malaysia and remitting, money back to Pakistan. So this alone can be harnessed for the full potential that we have between our two countries. We talk about halal industry, we talk about digital economy, we talk about aerospace technology, for example, because Malaysia is gearing up for the niche industry in our country, and Pakistan with your defense technology can cooperate together with Malaysia and to the greater benefit of ASEAN member state as well. So, in short, the future outlook of our region, ASEAN and Pakistan, I would want to see that both sides would be able to transform our partnership into economic powerhouse. But that, again, requires political will and strong commitment. And of course, obviously, this is aimed for prosperity and social progression. And let our cooperation, collaborative efforts be the symbol of progress and cooperation by the year 2050. And I am confident, given the backdrop that we have now between ASEAN and Pakistan, that we would be able to realize our potential to the fullest of our resources and ability. With that, thank you so much. And on the eve of ASEAN birthday, happy birthday, ASEAN. Thank you.
Thank you, Excellency, for reflecting on collaboration potential between Malaysia and Pakistan as well as ASEAN countries. Thank you very much. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now request Ambassador Maria Agnes Cervantes, Ambassador of Philippines to Pakistan, for her remarks. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Ambassador Imran Siddiqui, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ambassador Suhail Mahmood, Director General, ISSI. Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Chairman, Board of Governors, ISSI. The Chair, ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, the Commissioner, High Commissioner of Brunei, fellow ambassadors, colleagues, friends. It is an honor to address this esteemed gathering at the Institute of Strategic Studies as we commemorate tomorrow the 57th ASEAN Day. I would like to highlight here the Philippines' significant contributions and accomplishments within the Association of Southeast Asian Nations, a regional bloc that continues to be a cornerstone of peace, stability, and progress in Southeast Asia. The Philippines has always been a staunch advocate of people-oriented, people-centered ASEAN. Our commitment to this principle is reflected in our efforts to ensure that the benefits of regional integration are felt by all citizens, regardless of their social economic status. This approach has fostered greater inclusivity and participation, creating a more cohesive and resilient ASEAN community. In 2017, under the Philippines chairmanship, ASEAN leaders adopted the ASEAN Consensus on the protection and promotion of the rights of migrant workers. This consensus underscores our collective commitment to safeguarding the welfare and rights of millions of migrant workers across the region. It represents a significant step towards achieving social justice and equity within ASEAN. Peace and regional stability remain at the core of ASEAN's objectives. The Philippines has played a pivotal role in facilitating dialogues and negotiations to resolve conflicts and maintain stability in the region. Our active participation in the ASEAN Regional Forum and other multilateral platforms has reinforced our dedication to peacekeeping and conflict resolution. We firmly believe that a stable and peaceful Southeast Asia is essential for the prosperity and well-being of our peoples. Maritime security is another critical area where the Philippines has made substantial contributions. Given our strategic location, we have been at the forefront of advocating for the freedom of navigation and the peaceful resolution of disputes in the South China Sea. Through ASEAN-led mechanisms, we continue to work towards establishing a code of conduct that upholds international law and ensures the security of our maritime domain. Inclusive growth is a fundamental aspect of our vision for ASEAN. The Philippines has been a vocal proponent of women's labor rights, recognizing that gender equality is crucial for sustainable growth. Our initiatives aim to empower women economically, socially, and politically, ensuring that they have equal opportunities to contribute and benefit from economic growth. In recent years, ASEAN has also prioritized resilience against climate change. The Philippines and Pakistan are two of the most climate change affected countries in the world. Being two of the most disaster-prone countries in the world, we want to be at the forefront of advocating for stronger climate action and disaster risk reduction strategies. Our leadership in ASEAN's initiative on climate resilience emphasizes the need for collective action to mitigate the impacts of climate change and build more resilient communities. Looking towards the future, the ASEAN-Pakistan Sectoral Dialogue Partnership presents new opportunities for cooperation. The practical cooperation areas for 2024 to 2028 encompass political security cooperation, economic cooperation, socio-cultural cooperation, and cross-pillar cooperation. In the realm of political security cooperation, the focus will be on combating transnational crime and promoting peace and reconciliation. These efforts are crucial for ensuring regional stability and security. Economic cooperation will emphasize trade and investment promotion, enhancing the digital economy and cybersecurity, and boosting tourism. By fostering economic ties and embracing technological advancements, we can drive economic growth and create new opportunities. Sociocultural cooperation will center on education and youth development, people-to-people cultural exchanges, and poverty alleviation. These initiatives aim to strengthen social bonds, promote mutual understanding, and improve the quality of life of our peoples. Cross-pillar cooperation will focus on connectivity, the development of smart cities, and sustainable infrastructure. These areas are critical for building a more integrated and sustainable region, leveraging technology and innovation to improve the lives of our citizens. The Philippines is committed to supporting and actively participating in these cooperative efforts, recognizing the potential for shared progress and enhanced regional stability. As we continue to navigate the complexities of the 21st century, the Philippines remains dedicated to working collaboratively with our ASEAN neighbors and international partners, including Pakistan, to build a future that is secure, prosperous, and inclusive for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Maria, Ambassador of Philippines to Pakistan. And now I would like to request Ambassador Wuna Han, Ambassador of Republic of Union of Myanmar, for his remarks. Over to you, Ambassador.
Thank you for this one. Okay. Excellencies, scholars, friends, and colleagues, Assalamu alaikum. Mingalaba in our language, and a very good morning to you all. This year, this month, 8th of August, which is tomorrow, will be a 57th anniversary of our founding of ASEAN. We all know that it is a regional organization aiming to promote peace, stability, and social cultural cohesion and economic development in the Southeast Asia region, which was founded back in 1967 in Thailand. Myanmar has been a proud member of the ASEAN since 1997. We joined the ASEAN together with our neighbor, Laos, PDR, in 1997. And throughout 27 years in the ASEAN family, Myanmar has dutifully observed and maintained all the ASEAN's fundamental principles, norms, and values, which are enshrined in the ASEAN Charter and the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia, TAC. Myanmar actively cooperates with all ASEAN member states and fulfill membership obligations and duties. In addition, Myanmar, as a dutiful member of ASEAN, has joined hands with other member states in realizing ASEAN common goals for establishing an ASEAN community, which is in line with one vision, one identity, and one community. Myanmar attaches great importance to ASEAN community building as an important milestone that has been positively contributing to all countries in the region by ensuring greater peace, progress at national and international levels. Myanmar's contribution to ASEAN has been continuous and active across the three pillars. During Myanmar's ASEAN chairmanship in 2014, two historic declarations. One is the Naypyidaw Declaration, realization of ASEAN community by 2015, and Naypyidaw Declaration on ASEAN community post 2015 vision were adopted at 24th and 25th Summit of ASEAN in Naypyidaw, Myanmar. That was another historical development, an essential milestone in the evolvement of ASEAN since its inception. Myanmar firmly believes that the ASEAN Economic Community Blueprint 2015-2025 will lead towards ASEAN that is more proactive to operate as an economic community, cultivating its collective identity and strength to engage with the world. Now, let me talk about ASEAN-Pakistan relation in brief. Pakistan are good friends and old friends. That's always maintained a good relation with Myanmar and also the rest of the country of the member state of ASEAN, become dialogue partner in 1993. Pakistan's active participation in ASEAN has been instrumental in achieving significant milestones in regional peace, stability, economic development. Through its engagement with ASEAN, Pakistan has strengthened bilateral relations with member countries, fostering greater understanding and cooperation in various areas of mutual interest. Pakistan's commitment to promoting regional peace and stability has been evident through its active involvement in ASEAN-led initiatives and mechanisms such as ASEAN Regional Forum, ARF. Pakistan has played a key role in supporting ASEAN efforts to address security challenges and promote dialogue and cooperation in the region and beyond. Furthermore, Pakistan's participation in ASEAN has facilitated greater people-to-people contact, cultural exchange, enhancing mutual understanding and fostering stronger ties between peoples of Pakistan and Southeast Asia. This has led to increased collaboration in various fields, including education, tourism, cultural exchanges, further the organization's goal of promoting social cultural cohesion in the region. Economically, Pakistan engagement with ASEAN has led to increased trade and investment opportunities, benefiting both the country, Pakistan, and the region as a whole. On the other areas of cooperation, ASEAN and Pakistan have undertaken cooperation in many areas, such as trade, industry, investment, science and technology, drugs and narcotics, environment, tourism, and human resources development. On the human resources development, Pakistan offers annual 10 fully funded scholarships in information technology, banking, engineering, and medicine for students from ASEAN member states. Pakistan also offers scholarship in English language training program for Cambodia, Laos, and Myanmar. So this is our country, Myanmar, is a latecomer in the ASEAN. We benefited a lot from this program. Another key milestone in ASEAN-Pakistan relation is the convening of the 7th ASEAN-Pakistan Joint Sectoral Cooperation Committee, APJSCC meeting in ASEAN Secretariat in Jakarta last year, 18 September 2023. In Pakistan and ASEAN both agree to reinvigorate partnership by furthering, sustaining it, mutually beneficial cooperation and implementation of projects on practical cooperation areas. Other success story among them is the successful implementation of the ASEAN-Pakistan Business Conference in August 2023. Last year, during the conference, 400 business-to-business meetings were held and tangible business deals were signed between companies and MSME in ASEAN and Pakistan. So we do believe that Pakistan can do more, and Pakistan can offer more to ASEAN. And we ASEAN expect a lot to do more from Pakistan in further cooperation projects. We hope all these potential areas of cooperation can be developed in the ASEAN-Pakistan practical cooperation areas to be implemented as priorities in the coming years. Now, let me touch briefly on Myanmar-Pakistan relation in context of ASEAN. Myanmar and Pakistan in ASEAN has the potential to bring about the significant benefits for both countries to leverage their respective strength and resources to address the common challenges and achieve shared goals to enhance regional stability and promote economic growth in the ASEAN region. Myanmar and Pakistan continue engagement and commitment to ASEAN will undoubtedly contribute to the organization's success in the years to come. To conclude my remarks, Myanmar's active participation in ASEAN and ASEAN-Pakistan active role as a sectoral dialogue partner and association are essential for promoting regional peace, stability, and economic development. By working together, Myanmar, Pakistan, and member states of ASEAN can create more peaceful and prosperous future for the region and foster greater economic growth and development for all. Thank you very much.
Thank you, Ambassador Wan, Ambassador of Republic of Union of Myanmar, for your remarks. And I would now like to request Ambassador of Vietnam to Pakistan, Ambassador Pham Tuan, for his remarks. Ambassador, you have the floor.
Thank you. Yeah. Your Excellency, Ambassador Imran Ahmed Siddiqui, Additional Secretary, ASEAN Pacific Region, Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Your Excellency, Ambassador Solat Mahmood, Director General of the ISSI. Your Excellency, High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam, Chair of the ASEAN Committee in Islamabad. Your Excellency, Head of ASEAN Mission, distinguished guests. First of all, I wish to join my ASEAN colleagues to express our profound and sincere thanks to ISSI. It is not only a great honor of ASEAN in general and ASEAN in particular, but also setting the bright lights into the arm of enhancing the ASEAN-Pakistan relation to a new level. Distinguished guests, since the 8th of August 1967, when the ASEAN was established in Bangkok, Thailand, the association witnessed and successfully responded overcome many difficulties and challenges, and have become growing from the strength and strength, developing itself in own fields and pillars. The association today has become one of the world's most important, reputable, and successful regional organizations, and common home shared by the 673 million people of the 10 nations, with diverse culture, identities, and many similarities. ASEAN today, we have combined GDPs of 3.63 billion, have become a fifth largest economic power in the world, is a reliable and important partner of many countries, play a central role in the important process of dialogue, cooperation, and integration in the region. ASEAN has enjoyed dialogue partnership with 11 countries and international organizations. We have a sectorial dialogue partnership with 6 countries, and we have developed partnership with the 4 countries. The advancement of regional connectivity and economic linkage have always been essential. The crucial core of the ASEAN integration process over the past 57 years. To date, inter-ASEAN trade accounts growth tenfold, reaching US dollar is around 383 billion with a partner, making it the 5th largest economy in the world. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, ASEAN has historical ties, friendly relations, and long-standing mutual faith cooperation with the Islamic Republic of Pakistan. ASEAN and Pakistan are making more and more effort to promote stronger cooperation and linkage and in all fields, including political, culture, science and technology, education and training, especially in the trade and investment. The trade volume between ASEAN and Pakistan reached approximately around 11 billion US dollar, and it will continue increase rapidly in the 2024 and the year to come because of the ICEP as well as the new economic policy Pakistan government. It will create more favorable conditions for the trade between the two sides, promoting the huge potential between the ASEAN and Pakistan. ASEAN appreciates Pakistan in resolving regional issues and achieving the significant strides in advancing the regional cooperation of the Pakistan and further strengthening its mutual dimension relation with Pakistan, including through the enhanced connectivity and the people-to-people contact. We are supporting and hopes Pakistan will contribute more in promoting and preserving peace, stability, and prosperity in the region. We, ASEAN in general, as well as we have 7 members of ASEAN committee in Islamabad, including Brunei, Darussalam, Malaysia, Myanmar, Indonesia, Philippines, Thailand, and Vietnam. We are very confident that the relation between ASEAN and Pakistan have remained huge potential and that need to be explored, realized, and adapt into the growth and development results of each side, especially in the trade, economic cooperation, investment joint venture. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, Vietnam and Pakistan, we have been enjoying an excellent friendship and cooperation in the many fields. Vietnam and Pakistan officially established the diplomatic relation since the 1972. This opened the new phase of a friendship and cooperation between our two countries. Over the past 52 years, the Vietnam and Pakistan relationship have made encouraging development in many fields, including political, trade, and investment, technology, culture, and the people-to-people exchange. Regarding the political relation, our two countries exchange many high-level delegations. For example, we have the official visit of the Vietnam in May 2001 by the Prime Minister Pervez Musharraf, and the official visit to the Pakistan in the March of the 2004 by the Vietnamese President Trần Đức Lương. The meeting between the Vietnamese President Trần Đại Quang and Prime Minister Nawaz Sharif while standing in the Belt and Road Summit in China in 2016. So we make the agreement and common perception between the senior leader and the two countries have a great and important perceived for the mutual face cooperation between our two countries. Besides the bilateral cooperation, Vietnam and Pakistan, we also actively support each other in the international forum and in the United Nations body. Currently, the Vietnam and Pakistan will prepare organize for the third bilateral political consultation and the fifth joint minister commission and the joint trade commission. In terms of the economic and trade, the two-way trade between the Vietnam and Pakistan will increase rapidly from the 204 million US$ since 2010 to the 600 million in the 2016, and until now, the two-way trade between the Vietnam and Pakistan is nearly billion. Pakistan is one of the Vietnam's three major trading partners in South Asia and an important export maker for Vietnam. The main export item of Vietnam to Pakistan, it includes the tea, various kinds of fiber, textile products, seafood, pepper, rubber, and raw material, machinery, equipment. And Pakistan have Vietnam's largest tea import maker. Excellency, ladies and gentlemen, we are living now in an era of globalization. It's full of rapid and unpredictable changes. Most extraordinary, traditional, and non-traditional security challenges, such as the conflict in many areas and climate change. Vietnam hopes to join hands with Pakistan in all other countries to address traditional and non-traditional security challenges, foster globalization and international integration, and connectivity, and work towards the green, clean world of the more sustainable, inclusive, and humanitarian development. Vietnam focus on discussing and fostering consensus on matters of importance related to peace, security, and development in the world and the region. It includes the cooperation to the combat climate change. On this special occasion to celebrate the 57th of the ASEAN Day, we do hope that through this activity, the mutual understanding and friendship between the Pakistan and ASEAN will be remain strengthened and developed. I wish you, Excellency, Ambassador, and all distinguished guests and dear friends, good health, happiness, and success. Thank you, and happy ASEAN Day.
Thank
very
you.
much.
Thank you, Ambassador Tion, for your remarks. I would now request Mr. Rahmat Kusuma, who is currently Charge Affair of Embassy of Republic of Indonesia, for his remarks. You have the floor, please.
Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Good morning. Excellencies, Additional Secretary of Asia Pacific Affairs, Ambassador Imran Siddiqui, Ambassador Suhail Mahmud, Director General of ISI, Ambassador Khalid Mahmud, Chairman Board of Governors of ISI, Ambassador Pangeran Haji Kamal bin Pangeran Haji Ahmad, Chair of ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, Dr. Talat Sabir, Director of ISI, Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen. At the first, allow me to express my sincere gratitude to ISI team for their kind collaboration and support in organizing this forum on Pakistan and ASEAN, a growing partnership to commemorate the 57th anniversary of the ASEAN Day. The ASEAN Day, celebrated on 8 August every year, reflects the firm commitment of ASEAN member countries to raise its effectiveness by promoting mutual beneficial cooperation and positive contribution in the community of nations through peaceful engagement. This year's theme, ASEAN, Enhancing Connectivity and Resilience, highlights the spirit of work and grow together that offers tremendous potential for new ventures, partnerships in promising and expanding sectors. In view of the wonderful friendly relations between ASEAN and Pakistan, I trust this is the right time to move ahead for more comprehensive and durable relations, since the Southeast Asian region is now becoming epicenter of economic growth and predicted to be the future hub of world trade. Moreover, the diversity of cultural, economic, political, and social systems of the ASEAN countries is the additional attraction of this vast integrated market. The ASEAN centrality has contributed to the preservation of peace and stability in the region, and the focus of its external relations lies on equal partnership, mutual benefit, dialogue, and cooperation. Therefore, ASEAN and Pakistan have great potential for more cooperation in various sectors, such as agriculture, education, including Islamic education, fishery, IT, infrastructure, machinery, tourism, and many more. Distinguished audience, as one of the founding members of ASEAN, Indonesia has always remained a staunch supporter of stronger ASEAN-Pakistan ties to bring tangible benefits to their peoples. Realizing the importance of bringing the people of the two regions closer to each other, the Indonesian Embassy has also taken various initiatives, such as establishing the Indonesian Corner in National Library of Pakistan and National Book Foundation, together with offering education scholarships for the Pakistani students to strengthen the connectivity, as well as to further foster the people-to-people interaction. Our great engagement with ulamas and Muslim scholars from different denominations and extensive visit to various madrasas in Pakistan have both shown the importance of Indonesia and Pakistan as the two largest Muslim countries in the world to build stronger relationship. Since the madrasas in both countries have similarities in practicing the classical Islamic curriculum based or called Nizam-e-Madrasah. Pakistani madrasas have deep understanding in Islamic knowledge in all of its branches, while Indonesian madrasas have excellent concept in contextualizing those into the local archipelagic life across Indonesia. At the business-to-business level, considering Indonesia as among the largest Pakistan's economic partners, the Indonesian Embassy has increased wider engagement with business players outside its traditional partners. We approach business communities in provinces of the Punjab, Khyber Pakhtunkhwa, and Balochistan, not only as partners in economic diplomacy, but also as close friends. It is expected those engagements will help the two countries' relations increasingly more relevant, both in bilateral level or regional level between Pakistan and ASEAN. Furthermore, the establishment of one of the world's largest noodle companies from Indonesia in Faisalabad is expected as milestone for other Indonesian investments to come into Pakistan. At the government level, there is active interest to enhance efforts for mutual dialogue and strategic cooperation for regional and global peace, stability, and trade and investment. I believe that the necessary positive indicators are there, and with the joint efforts of our governments and the peoples, the cooperation between ASEAN and Pakistan will have an even brighter and more harmonious future. Thank you. Wallahu muwaffiq ila aqwamit thoriq. Wassalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Thank you, Mr. Kusuma, Charge d'Affaires of Republic of Indonesia. And I would now like to request Miss Kamalwan Sri Posel. Did I say right?
Yes.
Okay. Charge d'Affaires of Kingdom of Thailand. You have the floor.
Thank you very much, Dr. Talat Shabir. Your Excellency, Mr. Imran Ahmed Siddiqui, the Additional Secretary of Asia Pacific MOFA, Your Excellency Ambassador Sohail Mahmood, Director General of ISSI, Your Excellency High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam, the current chair of ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, and Your Excellencies, the head of ASEAN missions and the CDAs, distinguished guests and participants to this roundtable discussion. Let me first begin by expressing my very sincere appreciation to ISSI and MOFA for taking this initiative to organize today's event, especially on the occasion of tomorrow's 57th anniversary of ASEAN. For more than 5 decades, the founding fathers of ASEAN, the foreign ministers of Indonesia, Malaysia, the Philippines, Singapore, and Thailand gathered in Bangkok and signed the Bangkok Declaration, setting in motion the establishment of ASEAN. And since then, ASEAN has certainly come a long way and made a number of remarkable achievements. We have also expanded partnerships with our friends and partners around the world. Now, ASEAN is beginning a new chapter. We are working on the ASEAN Community Vision 2045, which require even more collective efforts and partnerships with our friends and partners. At the recent 57th ASEAN Ministerial Meeting in Vientiane, Laos, PDR, Thailand's foreign minister attended the meeting and highlighted a few points. Firstly, on economic integration with a focus on all aspects of connectivity. As the chair of ASEAN Digital Economy Framework Agreement, Thailand will push for the conclusion by 2025 to support the unlocking of full potential of digital ASEAN and region-wide digitalization, creating greater economic opportunities for both peoples and enterprises, and supporting ASEAN in becoming the 4th largest economy. Secondly, sustainability. Being ASEAN coordinator for sustainable development cooperation, Thailand will continue to work towards green ASEAN and addressing challenges and opportunities in areas such as green economy, energy transition, climate action, and carbon neutrality. Thirdly, peace, stability, and security. At a time of complex geopolitical challenges in the Indo-Pacific, ASEAN will remain united and do more to foster mutual trust and confidence, as well as promote constructive and inclusive dialogue and redouble our efforts, especially in combating transnational crimes. And it is these areas that we look forward towards working together with our new friends and partners. Your Excellencies, distinguished guests, ladies and gentlemen, with regard to the ASEAN-Pakistan relations, the evolving dynamics of the global geopolitical and economic landscape emphasize the need for deeper regional and trans-regional cooperation and strategic partnerships. And this is where Thailand views that Pakistan and ASEAN can realize even more potential for collaboration, both under ASEAN and through leveraging our bilateral efforts. Since Pakistan attained the status of sectoral dialogue partner, a series of engagements and activities have characterized the partnership, but we view that more can be done. Thailand views that a strong partnership between ASEAN and Pakistan will be highly beneficial. We can forge our collective efforts for a more resilient, dynamic relationship, fostering peace, stability, and prosperity in the region. Having said that, we recognize and highly commend Pakistan's efforts to deepen our engagement with ASEAN. I mean, over the recent years, Pakistan has undertaken various initiatives to strengthen its ties with ASEAN, including the digital financing workshop, the training programs for ASEAN diplomats, establishment of ASEAN Corner at ISSI. And these initiatives certainly reflect and demonstrate Pakistan's continued commitment to fostering closer relations, enhancing mutual understanding. We also hope to see more engagements and interactions between ISSI and ASEAN think tanks, including Thailand, which we are following up. And we want to encourage more people-to-people linkages, especially academic, economic, and cultural activities. On the bilateral front, Thailand and Pakistan have established diplomatic relations for more than 7 decades, and relationship between Thailand and Pakistan is currently in an excellent state. But we also see that more can be done, especially in the economic aspect. The early conclusion of Thailand-Pakistan FTA remains crucial for boosting trade relations, reducing barriers, and facilitating increased commerce. Thailand thus looks forward progress in this area, which would create a new trade dynamic for our mutual benefits. To conclude, let me reiterate that Pakistan is an important country in the region. Both Thailand and Pakistan can further enhance cooperation in the areas that Pakistan has strength in, such as counterterrorism, intelligence sharing. The PCA will serve as a framework and practical guideline in achieving our shared goals in political security, such as combating transnational crimes, economic, such as investment and tourism promotion, social cultural cooperation such as health, climate change, and sustainable development. And lastly, Thailand reaffirmed our commitment in promoting ASEAN-Pakistan relations and our participation through ACI and the share of ACI. Thank you, and a very happy ASEAN Day.
Thank you, Ms. Sriposal, Joy DFA of Embassy of Kingdom of Thailand in Pakistan. And ladies and gentlemen, this is time to now turn to some academic intervention. And we have with us Mr. Mohammed Faisal. He's PhD scholar at University of Technology, Sydney, Australia. And he has been working with us as research fellow at China-Pakistan Study Center. Faisal, you have the floor.
Thank you, sir. Ambassador Imran Siddiqui, Additional Foreign Secretary. Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Chairman BOG. Ambassador Suhail Mahmood, DG ISSI. Distinguished Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it is both honor and privilege to have been invited to share my thoughts on Pakistan-ASEAN cooperation as we celebrate 57th ASEAN Day. Before that, I am grateful for this opportunity. As Ambassador Suhail mentioned that I worked here for a number of years and I moved out to Australia last year. So it was a sense, it reflects a sense of ownership that ISSI gives to its former teammates, and I commend the ISSI for that. Thank you. Ladies and gentlemen, as we heard from the ambassadors, that Southeast Asia is one of the fastest growing regions and it's a dynamic region. The region has succeeded over the past 5 decades because its countries work together from the platform of ASEAN. And this organization has brought together 10 very diverse nations with a combined population of over 670 million people under the motto of one vision, one identity, one community. ASEAN has drawn strength from its diversity and established a sense of shared purpose. ASEAN, through its proactive role, has also helped to keep the peace and stability in Southeast Asia. It has lowered barriers to travel and trade, supporting the region's economies in taking off. We have seen the case studies of Asian tigers emerging from ASEAN region, and that growth has lifted millions of people out of poverty while enabling the region to prosper. And it is a lesson for us in South Asia that regions prosper collectively. And the research organization in South Asian countries have been looking at how ASEAN has evolved over the years, and it has enabled its member countries to prosper, and while also enhancing ASEAN's integration with other multilateral intergovernmental organizations. And in that sense, Pakistan and ASEAN members, they have worked together on the international stage and bilaterally to advance their common interests and priorities. As Ambassador Sohail noted, that Pakistan is the oldest sectoral dialogue partner of ASEAN. It is one of the 8, and which reflects the strength of ties between our countries. But in my assessment, the time has come to upgrade Pakistan-ASEAN engagement now to the full dialogue partnership level. And I understand that Pakistan's request for that has been pending for over quarter century now. And because in the sectoral dialogue partnership, I saw the list of countries that ASEAN engages in that. There are areas that ASEAN does that, but there is tremendous potential for mutually beneficial cooperation in areas of agriculture, information technology, maritime domain, aerospace, as Ambassador here noted. And in that sense, with the active support of the governments in Pakistan and in ASEAN countries, there is a potential to alleviate the Pakistan-ASEAN cooperation and also the bilateral relationships between Pakistan and ASEAN member state. And this will inject new impetus in the ASEAN-Pakistan partnership. In the ASEAN-Pakistan partnership, a key area is Pakistan's trade with ASEAN countries. Pakistan's crucial food security, food items import from ASEAN members, they form a crucial part of Pakistan's food security basket, and Pakistan will remain in that category. Though the bilateral trade has crossed 11 billion mark, but Pakistan has to find new opportunities to expand its exports to the ASEAN markets. Right now, Pakistan is importing more. And this can be realized through closer collaboration between business communities of the two countries in various sectors, including textiles, agriculture, pharmaceuticals. This can be supported through trade fairs and roadshows in Pakistan and several commercial hubs across the ASEAN region, such as Bangkok, Kuala Lumpur, Singapore, Jakarta, Vietnam, etc. And they need to be organized periodically with active support from the governments. And we need to have institutionalized dialogues between chambers of commerce in both sides, and not just bilaterally, but across the region wide. Moving on from that, ladies and gentlemen, Pakistan has been consistently engaging with ASEAN members on issues of regional peace and security. And increasingly, ASEAN is the hub of the larger Asia-Pacific region. It has hosted leaders from across the Indian Ocean region to the Pacific to address the complex and challenging peace and security issues via the ASEAN Regional Forum. Pakistan's foreign ministers have regularly attended annual ministerial meetings. This work is vital to the region, to Pakistan, and to the wider world. Most importantly, Pakistan considers ASEAN central to the regional architecture in Southeast Asia and Asia Pacific. In a changing global order, Pakistan shares ASEAN's vision of amity and cooperation with countries in Asia Pacific, and ASEAN's vision actually sets a template for cooperation in a world where we see a rising competition between great powers, where the middle powers like Pakistan and ASEAN members, they are trying to find their space. And this is ever more relevant now that we are seeing renewed armed conflicts across Europe, across Middle East, and while Southeast Asia is a region where we still see relative stability, and that needs to be preserved through proactive cooperation. And there is a proactive role of regional organizations like ASEAN in inducing a degree of stability and predictability across Asia Pacific. And ladies and gentlemen, in conclusion, as we heard today, both ASEAN and Pakistan, they remain committed to expanding avenues of cooperation. An upgraded partnership will do just that. It will open new vistas for strong cultural, economic exchanges and regional cooperation. As we wish ASEAN members more prosperity, peace, and security in future, we look forward to enhanced regional cooperation with Pakistan and ASEAN members. And I thank you all. Thank you.
Thank you, Faisal. Thank you very much for your remarks. And ladies and gentlemen, now we'll turn to our ambassadors, high commissioners in ASEAN countries. And first of all, I would like to request Ambassador Amir Khurram Rathore, Ambassador of Pakistan's Republic to Indonesia. Ambassador Khurram.
Thank you very much. Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Ambassador Suhail Mahmood, Ambassador Imran Siddiqui, ASEAN ambassadors, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen. I am grateful to ISSI for affording us the opportunity to say happy birthday to ASEAN today. ASEAN, much has been said. ASEAN is a critically important region for us. The success of ASEAN is immense. It has not only kept peace and security in the region, but also through economic integration, ASEAN has been successful to become the 5th largest economy in the world. But more importantly, the role of ASEAN is what I see is in what is coming. In the backdrop of great power contestation and this region becoming the focus of global powers, I am very confident that ASEAN, with its ASEAN way of dealing with things, would be successful in maintaining peace and security in the region and the wider world. My intervention, excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, will be very short in 3 parts. First, I'd like to tell you what has happened in the last year or so, and then what we plan to do in the next year or so, and then my views on what should be done with the ASEAN. In the last year or so, there has been some activity, much bigger activity than there used to be between ASEAN and Pakistan. The engagement with ASEAN is in 2 areas. One, with the member states of ASEAN, which are embassies, and my esteemed colleagues are very focused and they're doing a very good job. In that context, I will let my colleagues explain things further, but I'm happy to note that at least with 2 countries, we have been able to hold our first consultations during the past year or so with Singapore and Brunei. Vis-a-vis our engagement with ASEAN Secretariat, ASEAN as an organization, in the last year or so, we have had the 7th round of ASEAN-Pakistan Joint Sectoral Cooperation Committee meeting. This was a very good meeting, and in that meeting, the outcome was the introduction of the new practical areas of cooperation. And I'm grateful to ASEAN Secretariat because, in my view, the previous model of ASEAN-Pakistan practical areas of cooperation was simplified and made more practical to engage with ASEAN. Then we had 3 activities in past year. We held training on digital payment landscape, which was organized with the collaboration of Ministry of Foreign Affairs of Pakistan and the National Institute of Banking and Finance, which was held in Islamabad from 8th to 12th May last year. Then we had ASEAN-Pakistan Business Opportunities Conference, which was also mentioned by one of our ASEAN colleagues, which resulted in almost 400 B2B meetings and was very successful. This was held from 7th to 11th August in 2023. And then was the second leg of the training program for ASEAN diplomats in the Foreign Service Academy of Pakistan in September last year. Coming to my second part of what we plan to do in the next year from now is we are hoping I've had meetings in ASEAN Secretariat. We are hoping to have our 8th round of ASEAN-Pakistan Joint Secretarial Committee meeting this year, which will probably be held around November. Then we are holding our third leg of the training of ASEAN diplomats in the Foreign Service Academy of Pakistan. The dates have been finalized. We'll be holding them from 18th to 27th of September this year. Many of our ASEAN member countries have nominated their candidates. But I would urge my dear colleagues from Philippines, Thailand, and Malaysia to kindly reiterate to their governments to nominate their participants for this course. Then we have 4 other projects which we have submitted to the ASEAN Secretariat. I'm pretty confident that these 4 projects will be approved in the next few weeks. This will be the second ASEAN-Pakistan Business Opportunities Conference, 4th ASEAN-Pakistan Conference on Material Sciences, ASEAN-Pakistan Technological Research Collaborations Program through the National Center of Robotics and Automation, and the media workshop and visits of prominent journalists from ASEAN member countries to Pakistan. But more importantly, what I've heard a lot of my colleagues pointing out about the business opportunities that exist between ASEAN and Pakistan. My personal view is that because of the focus of our business community primarily to the Western countries or the Gulf, this part of the world, which is very, very, very important for us, business-wise as well, has been neglected. So to offset that deficiency, we will be holding the first ASEAN-Pakistan Trade Development Conference, inshallah, in Jakarta, most probably around February. Our partners in that is the Ministry of Commerce and Tourism Development Authority of Pakistan. This is, and on the sidelines, we'll also be holding a single country exhibition, a Digital Pakistan event, and a startup event. So this is what we are planning will be a mega event. There'll be hundreds of people hopefully coming from Pakistan, and they'll be meeting their counterparts from Indonesia as well as ASEAN countries. The third part, excellencies, what should be done? In my view, there has been a lag between our interaction with ASEAN in the past couple of decades, pre-COVID, which was primarily because of our inward-looking policies. We have had stability on our borders, and our focus primarily had been on our region because of our various geopolitical challenges. But what I have heard in many of these interventions is the word potential. Indeed, there is great potential between further collaboration between ASEAN and Pakistan. And that potential can only be realized through enhanced engagement. For that engagement, we have a roadmap, which is the practical areas of cooperation between ASEAN and Pakistan. But I'm heartened to see our government, the Ministry of Foreign Affairs, paying due attention towards the Southeast Asian region. I'm also grateful to our Additional Foreign Secretary Asia Pacific. His initiative and his effort in reviewing the Vision East Asia is commendable. His effort in recoupment of the ASEAN-Pakistan Cooperation Fund, which is very, very critical for our engagement with ASEAN, is also very commendable. I would also suggest that connectivity is a key word here. Pakistan's location is very very important. But besides physical connectivity, we should also be focusing on digital connectivity with ASEAN member states. These were few thoughts that I wanted to share with you. But in the end, I want to congratulate my ASEAN friends, excellencies, for 57th ASEAN Day, and my very good wishes. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you very much, Ambassador Rathore. And now I would request Ambassador Ehsan Raza, High Commissioner of Pakistan to Malaysia, for his intervention. Ambassador Ehsan, you have the floor, please.
Thank you, sir. Can you hear me?
Ji, bilkul. We can hear you.
Okay. Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Ambassador Sohail Mahmood, Ambassador Imran Siddiqui, Excellencies from ASEAN countries, ambassadors of ASEAN countries in Islamabad, my colleagues from ASEAN capitals, Assalamu alaikum. I begin by thanking China-Pakistan Study Center at ISSI and Director General Ambassador Sohail Mahmood for this roundtable discussion this afternoon. Today's discussion will go a long way towards further strengthening Pakistan-ASEAN relations in the years ahead. Sessions such as today's reaffirm our shared belief in the need to come together to achieve common
Ambassador Ehsan? We can move on. Drop over. Right. We have Ambassador Zahiruddin online. Ambassador to Cambodia. We can have your views, and then we are joined by, I think.
Excellencies, Ambassador Sohail, Ambassador Khalid, Additional Secretary Imran Siddiqui, distinguished guests, good afternoon. I'm not sure if anyone can hear me because I think there was a bit of a connectivity issue.
We are hearing you.
Give me a
Loud and
quick
clear.
nod. Oh, thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you. Good afternoon. I would like to extend my warmest congratulations and best wishes to the governments and the people of ASEAN member states on ASEAN Day. Pakistan shares historical and geographical linkages with ASEAN region. We have commonality of faith with several members of ASEAN, and we share our ancient Buddhist heritage with others. Close cooperative economic, commercial, and political ties with fast-moving ASEAN region are a vital component of strategic and economic policy. As far as I think a lot more has been said by our ambassador in Indonesia on our ASEAN, as they are the ASEAN Secretariat there. I'll quickly move on to our relationship with Cambodia. As far as Cambodia is concerned, Pakistan and Cambodia have had friendly and cooperative relations ever since the inception of both countries. I think Pakistan was one of the first, if not the first one, or first few countries that recognized Cambodia as sovereignty. Pakistan attaches great importance to its relations with the Kingdom of Cambodia in the bilateral as well as regional context, and considers Cambodia as an important country in Southeast Asia, as an active member of ASEAN. Keeping in view of regional potential, we have taken various initiatives towards enhancing collaboration in various fields, especially in economic and trade. An MOU has been signed in this regard this year, which was to form a joint trade committee, which would work towards finding ways of how to enhance our trade relations. Along with that, we do not have a Cambodian resident mission in Pakistan. I think as far as bilateral relations are concerned, I think that is a huge issue where or something that's stopping us to, really speed up and increase our bilateral relation. In this regard, I think we've been doing a lot of work in the ARF that was held in 2022, where Cambodia was the ASEAN chair. Our then Foreign Minister, Mr. Bilal Bhutto Zardari, was here, and a resident mission was discussed, and even along with support for a full dialogue partner as well. In that context, the PM gave us a nod, a principal agreement in opening a mission, and then we fast forward very recently, the Cambodian ambassador in Turkey, who's accredited to Pakistan as well, visited Islamabad to present his credentials. I believe he met with our Asia Pacific ambassador, Mr. Imran Siddiqui, as well. The Additional Secretary for Asia Pacific. And they did look at certain potential locations to open an embassy. So I think once that does materialize, a lot of things will open up as far as relationship between Pakistan and Cambodia are concerned. Along this, please let me conclude by encouraging members of diplomatic community and academia present here today to suggest newer ways of raising Pakistan-ASEAN cooperation to a new level. I thank the organizers and participants of organizing an event on the ASEAN Day. And in the end, once again, happy birthday, ASEAN. Thank you.
Thank you, Ambassador. Thank you very much for your remarks. Ambassador Hassan Raza, you have the floor, please. And sorry for disconnection.
No, sorry, the fault was on our part. There was a rare power failure. I haven't seen that before in Kuala Lumpur, but that was that. I will continue from where I left off. Many of the issues have already been discussed by those speaking before me, so I'll keep my intervention brief in view of the time limitations. There are multiple untapped avenues and low-hanging fruits that could be of mutual importance and benefit for Pakistan and our ASEAN partners. And to this effect, as I said, much has already been explored and discussed during the course of today's meeting. It is heartening to note that Pakistan-ASEAN relations have experienced a fresh wave of momentum following the 7th round of ASEAN-Pakistan Joint Sectoral Committee meeting last year, in which several key areas of cooperation were identified. As evident by today's discussions, it is heartening to note that there is a mutual will between all sides to work hand in hand towards realization of those practical areas of cooperation and to support Pakistan to realize our aspiration of securing full dialogue partnership. Here in my capacity as Pakistan's High Commissioner to Malaysia, I congratulate Malaysia on which is set to assume the chairmanship of ASEAN next year. I am of the firm belief that under Malaysia's chairmanship, the spirit of ASEAN will continue to flourish, and Pakistan-ASEAN relationship will also attain greater strength and momentum. I look forward to working closely with Malaysian and ASEAN diplomatic fraternity here, as well as in Islamabad, especially with dear brother, Excellency Ambassador Azhar Mazlan, to this effect. And of course, we look forward to welcoming His Excellency Prime Minister Dato Seri Anwar Ibrahim to Pakistan very soon. The visit would give further momentum to the existing excellent bilateral relations and lead to greater cooperation in diverse fields, ranging from, as His Excellency Mazlan stated, halal products, digital economy, aerospace technology and defense, but also people-to-people linkages and connectivity. I'm very happy to report, and it's very heartening, that Malaysians now account for or are one of the top tourist source countries to Pakistan. The objectives of Pakistan's Vision East Asia policy resonate with ASEAN's ambitions to expand its reach beyond the regional economic community to become a global player. To this effect, Pakistan is naturally endowed with a key role in promoting regional connectivity by virtue of being located at the crossroads of Central Asian and Middle Eastern markets, as well as by having the unique privilege of being a member of three important regional organizations, ECO, SCO, and also SAARC. Our abundant workforce and investment incentives make us an ideal location for ASEAN investors to establish manufacturing units for marketing products in the Middle East, Central Asia, and China. ASEAN investors can also take advantage of the incentives provided in our special economic zones. This will boost ASEAN's exports, and in my case, I hope Malaysian exports to Pakistan's markets and beyond. Similarly, it is heartening to note that ASEAN countries, especially Malaysia, are amongst the top, as I said, tourist source countries to Pakistan, with travelers not only visiting to explore the mesmerizing landscapes and rich cultural heritage, but also for religious tourism. There is great untapped potential in this regard and could be materialized through collective efforts and enhanced connectivity. The opportunities are countless, and I could go on and on. However, in a nutshell, let us all look at the bigger picture and work closely to take Pakistan-ASEAN cooperation and relations to unprecedented heights, as doing so would be in our best shared interests and would pave the way to greater mutual progress and development. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador Hassan Raza Shah, for your remarks. And I would now like to request Ambassador Rabia Shafiq, High Commissioner of Pakistan to Singapore, for her brief remarks.
Thank you, Ambassador Sohail Mahmood, Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, Ambassador Imran Siddiqui, ASEAN ambassadors in Islamabad, and colleagues in ASEAN capitals. I thank ISSI for organizing this important discussion, and I congratulate all colleagues on ASEAN Day with the theme Connected and Resilient Community. Pakistan and ASEAN have been building a strong and growing partnership in recent years, based on shared interests, cultural similarities, and potential for economic cooperation. Though we all agree that a lot more can be done. Pakistan and Singapore have long-standing cordial relations across all areas of common interest and benefit. And Pakistan sees Singapore as a key facilitator for Pakistan's aspirations within ASEAN, acting as an economic gateway to the region. Strong ties with Singapore mean better access to ASEAN markets and increased trade and investment opportunities. Over the last few years, Pakistan's High Commission in Singapore has been working to deepen bilateral ties with Singapore, including in political and economic areas. Pakistan and ASEAN have agreed on a set of 25 practical areas of cooperation. In terms of Singapore, it has immense opportunities in financial services, IT, health tech, food, agriculture, sustainable urban development, and low-cost housing. The mission will keep focusing on these areas to forge closer partnership with Singapore with the support of line ministries in Pakistan. Two upcoming events which the mission has started to work on are Pakistan's participation in Singapore's Tech Week and Singapore FinTech Festival. We are also happy to report that a business delegation from Singapore is participating in the upcoming Food and Agriculture exhibition being held in Karachi next week. Moreover, there are a number of initiatives being taken by ASEAN which can be of great economic interest to Pakistan, such as ASEAN South Asia FTA, ASEAN Trade in Services Agreement, ASEAN Roadmap for Digital Transformation, and ASEAN Investment Facilitation Framework Agreement. As Pakistan continues to seek a more substantial presence in ASEAN, it is imperative to strengthen bilateral ties with Singapore, as well as to enhance engagement with other ASEAN members to gain support for Pakistan's FDP status. I thank you all.
Thank you, Ms. Rabia Shafiq, for your remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, since this is a commemorative event, we are celebrating 57th ASEAN Day. But still, we can have a couple of comments before I request our chief guest for his address. Comment should be very brief and short. Any comments? Ji. Question. Make it a comment. Okay.
I have a question. I mean, today we have, I'm Shams Abbasi from APP. And today we have a biggest trading and economic partner here from ASEAN. Maybe it's a question about how, but I think so Pakistan, since it's a long pending issue of, we can say, the dialogue, what is
partnership?
Dialogue. Pakistan have a long standing issue of, we can say here, sorry, our dialogue partner, I think so, Pakistan with the Southeast Asian nation. And today we have a ambassador and we have a trade and economic partner. And would I ask to the ambassadors that when Pakistan to achieve the dialogue level partner with ASEAN? And second is we have a long-standing, long-pending free trade agreement with Thailand also. And we have a ninth agreement, I think, we have long dialogues with Thailand, and still it's pending when it's finalized.
Any other comment? Ji.
Ansar Gilani, Director for Ideas, Save the Human Race. When we do say save the human race, it means we should work on one of the leading ideas today, and as to how we have to address poverty through education, and as to how we have to bring more and more civilization and new kinds of imagination. But I am also, you can say, English commentator on sports and society, and went through and heard all the dignitaries said around the 10 countries which are present over here at this globe. I am showing my high concern that as far as 10 countries are concerned, socio-economic cooperation and coordinations are highly valued. But as far as the integrations or societies are concerned, sports plays a very vital role. And why not 10 countries, as I have been giving commentary with Pakistan Sports Board, where Vietnam, Philippines in, you can say, is present in badminton, and Vietnam is in taekwondo, and Thailand and other ones. But there should be somewhat fundings, a generous funding, as sports plays a very vital role. Why not we hire the coaches from Korea and China and from the Western bed of life, and to integrate at the sports, and sports events should be held. As you know, sports, education, music, tourism, and exchange of ideas are the modern agents of change. And we lack somewhat in these areas. The rest all things are at the integration. We are basing the brains through education, but sports plays a very vital role, and it breaks the territorial and geographical, you can say, borders, and brings in a very rapid way nearer to each other to exchange not only the ideas, rather play with others and be open. This would be a main role if Pakistan plays its central role. Thank you.
Thank you very much for your intervention. Ji, any other comment? Ji.
Urdu mein kar sakte. Anyhow, I want to know what is the strategy that we have embassies in Cambodia and Singapore, but not their embassies in Islamabad. And also the main, only one item if we address properly, that is Gandhara heritage. Pakistan's Gandhara heritage can attract a large number of tourists from ASEAN countries. Thank you.
Ji, any other comment? Please, up. ये माइक दे दें, माइक.
going to manage this challenge of environmental degradation or changes? Thank you.
Any other comment? Okay, if we may request the panel to respond to the questions. Environment is one of the areas of concern. You know, ASEAN countries are addressing. If any of the panelists can address this question, and question a full dialogue partner.
Okay, I think I will volunteer myself to address some of these difficult ones. On full dialogue partnership, as you know, this has been a consistent goal, but obviously there is a certain distance to be covered in terms of substantializing various aspects of Pakistan-ASEAN relationship, and then it would become more possible. I think there is a strong will on Pakistan's part, and there is receptivity of the idea on the ASEAN side. But again, I think it's clear to both sides that relations need to become more substantial to be elevated to that level. But there is no dearth of effort on the Pakistan side, and we hope that it would be possible to move forward in the coming years with the current momentum going forward. On the establishment of missions, obviously, three ASEAN members are missing in Islamabad, Singapore, Cambodia, and Laos also. And Pakistan itself is also not physically present in Laos. So I think expanding this diplomatic footprint on both sides is critically important. Our ambassador in Cambodia highlighted the efforts and the agreement in principle for the Cambodian mission to be opened in Islamabad. We hope there will be accelerated progress on that. The Singapore's ambassador accredited to Pakistan was supposed to come and hopefully will be coming to Pakistan also. And this gap needs to be bridged as well. Singapore is a very important member of ASEAN, and Pakistan has maintained its diplomatic mission in Singapore for a very long time. So I think this needs to be reciprocated as well, and we hope that something can be done by both sides in terms of Laos as well. Environmental degradation, I think this is a very good idea again, and I would imagine we have all the ASEAN heads of missions here in Islamabad, and our ambassadors are online, and especially Ambassador Khurram Rathore is there, and we have Ambassador Imran Siddiqui. So if no tangible thing is right now in the pipeline, probably they can discuss it among themselves, work out with the secretariat, and in the future activities, this specific area could also be included. So I think these are some of the questions. So we can stop there. But thank you so much for your contributions from the floor also, and some very helpful suggestion. And I particularly like the one about this sports connectivity. And I think everybody here has taken note, and hopefully there will be progress on that account as well. Thank you so much.
Thank you, sir. Thank you very much, sir. Ladies and gentlemen, now I would like to request our chief guest of today's event, Ambassador Imran Ahmed Siddiqui, who is a career diplomat and is serving as Additional Foreign Secretary for Asia Pacific Division in Ministry of Foreign Affairs. Ambassador Imran Ahmed Siddiqui.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Assalamu alaikum and a very good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Respected Chairman ISSI, respected Director General ISSI, Chairman ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, Excellency Brother Haji Kamal Pasha, Honorable Ambassadors from the ASEAN member states, and Honorable other representatives in ASEAN member states, as well as distinguished participants. It is an honor to be present here in this meeting to celebrate and be part of those who have benefited, who initiated, and now they are celebrating the achievements of this organization that has achieved a lot in the last 57 years. This is quite a significant milestone for ASEAN, and over the passage of time, ASEAN has come this far successfully to achieve the cooperation goal as described in ASEAN motto of one vision, one identity, and one community. This is an important motto that is reflected in political, economic, as well as cultural domains. Politically, ASEAN successfully maintained peace and security of the region through various frameworks and mechanisms such as the Treaty of Amity and Cooperation in Southeast Asia as a guideline of interstate relations, ASEAN Regional Forum in 1994, and ASEAN Outlook on the Indo-Pacific that was launched in 2019. On the economic front, ASEAN has achieved an important milestone in regional economic integration since the conclusion of ASEAN Free Trade Area Agreement in 1992. Internally, ASEAN has continuously fostered economic cooperation in trade, services, and investments and moved forward to a single market and production base to increase the region's competitiveness. ASEAN has also developed free trade agreement with several partners. The conclusion of the Regional Comprehensive Economic Partnership, or RCEP, driven by 10 ASEAN members, as well as 5 dialogue partners, has yielded a powerful impact on the world economy. We would like to work with ASEAN member states to see as to how Pakistan can engage with all these and other initiatives more productively. There are other areas which we have partnered with the ASEAN states and hosted a number of events. Someone just mentioned about Gandhara tourism and realization and awareness about Gandhara in the ASEAN states. In May, we had an international conference at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs focused on the Gandhara traditions and their relevance to the ASEAN's ancient history and as well as ASEAN's current history. And a number of venerable Buddhist monks came from ASEAN countries, including Thailand, Vietnam, and other states. And they spoke there. We had an exhibition also there. This has become, this international symposium and a meeting has become a yearly feature in our work to promote our collaboration and awareness of our common cultural heritage with the ASEAN countries. For over 5 decades, ASEAN has attached great importance to enhance people-centered community. And in this context, the social progress is important that has been achieved, and the cultural context, which ASEAN has intensified among the member states and with other regions. Pakistan qualifies to have more intense and closer contacts in this regard. We are connected with ASEAN's 2 important cultural traditions. One is to do with our Gandhara culture, and the other one is to do with our Islamic heritage. So we are connected with these 2 traditions very closely with the region, and we would like to have more such engagements with ASEAN countries in Pakistan as well as in ASEAN capitals. We would be happy to receive any recommendation in this regard from the ASEAN committee. We can jointly hold, exhibitions and other cultural events in Pakistan at the Ministry of Foreign Affairs and other, exhibition centers and art galleries. So I would be happy to receive any ideas in this regard. In addition to this, there are a number of opportunities that we have to work together to realize in all fields, economic, political, as well as cultural fields. But at the same time, there are several challenges too that require collaboration and collective solutions, such as climate change, as someone mentioned, pandemics, terrorism, Islamophobia, migration from conflicted areas, security of trade routes, and cybersecurity. Last year, as a part of our collaborative efforts, we successfully hosted Business Opportunities Conference in Karachi and Lahore in August 2023 and held the 2nd diplomatic course for ASEAN member states in Foreign Service Academy, Islamabad in September 2023, which was attended by 24 diplomats from the region. We also organized a 5-day course for ASEAN central bankers at the National Institute of Banking and Finance. regularly. This year too, we are planning to host the second ASEAN-Pakistan Business Opportunities Conferences at various level and at various venues. At the same time, the fourth ASEAN-Pakistan Conference on Material Science, ASEAN-Pakistan Technological Research Collaboration Program through the National Center of Robotics and Automation, and media workshop and the visit of prominent journalists from ASEAN member states are also being considered actively. We are also collaborating with National University of Science and Technology, Islamabad, and the Quaid-e-Azam University for establishing ASEAN centers and prominent spaces in their libraries. I have briefed our colleagues from ASEAN states on this initiative. Pakistan prioritizes a peaceful and stable Asia-Pacific region, and we aim to collaborate with ASEAN member states to foster mutual trust and prevent conflicts. Our pursuit of a full dialogue partnership signifies our dedication to strengthening ties with ASEAN, and we have to work, to achieve this partnership, full dialogue partnership status. More intensely with our ASEAN partners, and as Ambassador Suhail Mahmood mentioned, in substance, there are certain mechanisms and certain milestones that we have to achieve before reaching this status. We will remain a reliable partner in all our common efforts aimed at promoting peace, stability, and development both within our region and globally. Someone mentioned collaboration on environment and sports. So we will certainly consider, and Ambassador Khurram Rathore who is our ambassador to ASEAN, also in Jakarta. We will consider these two areas in our future work program as to how do we integrate any specific program to promote collaboration between Pakistan and ASEAN states in these two fields, climate change, environment, as well as sports. So I once again thank the Director General and the Chairman of ISSI for organizing this event. This is an important part of our common efforts to promote better relations, bilateral as well as between ASEAN and Pakistan, to basically work on new mechanisms, the possibility of new mechanisms such as dialogue between Pakistan and ASEAN, +1 dialogue at some time in future. Thank you very much.
Thank you. Thank you, Ambassador Imran Ahmad Siddiqui, for your address. Ladies and gentlemen, I would now like to request Ambassador Khalid Mahmood, who is Chairman, Board of Governors, Institute of Strategic Studies, for his concluding remarks and vote of thanks. Ambassador Khalid Mahmood.
Bismillah ar-Rahman ar-Rahim. Director General, ISSI, Ambassador Suhail Mahmood, Honorable Chief Guest, Mr. Imran Ahmad Siddiqui, Additional Secretary, Ministry of Foreign Affairs, His Excellency Haji Kamal Pasha, Chairman, ASEAN Committee in Islamabad, and High Commissioner of Brunei Darussalam, heads of other ASEAN missions in Islamabad, as well as heads of Pakistani missions in various ASEAN countries who joined us online. It is indeed a very joyous occasion. We are meeting on the eve of the 57th founding anniversary of ASEAN. This regional organization has indeed evolved over the years into a vibrant, very effective body promoting connectivity, trade, investment in Southeast Asia and also interacting with other regions. Pakistan, as you know, has long-standing association with particularly all the members of ASEAN. Even before the birth of ASEAN, we recall Seattle, the organization, in which Pakistan interacted with this region. And also Pakistan has been a dialogue partner, sectoral partner, with this association since 93, and also a member of its security arm, the Asian Regional Forum. I had the honor of serving for 4 years as an eminent person in the ARF. So during the course of today's meeting, we have seen how Pakistan's relationship bilaterally with the members of ASEAN, as well as collectively with the ASEAN body, has been evolving. So we can see that there is improvement, progress, but I think much more needs to be done. We cannot rest on our oars. And there are now good prospects for that. One is, as you know, that Asia is emerging as the center of economic cooperation and connectivity. Secondly, that Pakistan focus is also shifting towards geoeconomics, and also Pakistan's geographical location, strategic location, provides an opportunity for greater connectivity between ASEAN countries and Central Asia, Gulf, and Africa, among others. And Pakistan's specific policy of look East Asia policy, So all these things are factors which are contributing and for greater collaboration between Pakistan and ASEAN. So today's meeting has really helped us in identifying new areas of cooperation between Pakistan and ASEAN, both bilaterally as well as collectively. And I think we look forward to the time that Pakistan's collaboration with ASEAN is upgraded to full dialogue partner with ASEAN. And already many activities have been outlined, which will, I think, help promote this greater cooperation between Pakistan and ASEAN. So I would like to conclude, by again wishing, greetings to all the member states of ASEAN on this occasion of the ASEAN Day, which falls tomorrow. Thank you very much.
Thank you, sir, for your concluding remarks. Ladies and gentlemen, we come to the end of this event. I would like to thank Ambassador Imran Siddiqui for being the chief guest of this event. I would like to thank all the honorable ambassadors of ASEAN countries in Pakistan for joining us on this event. I would also like to thank our ambassadors and high commissioners of ASEAN countries who have joined us online. And of course, I thank all the participants who have taken time out of their busy schedules to join us for this event. Before refreshment, we have two brief segments. If you can bear with us for just a few minutes more. We'll have a group photo with ASEAN ambassadors and charge affairs. ASEAN style group photo. And then we'll have a brief cake cutting ceremony, and then we will have refreshments. Thank you very much.